Camera is speeding. Is the audio going?
Mm-hmm. I need to get a focus. Okay.
You have to give it a
You can probably start from the top there and I'll just put you up maybe. That'll work. Yeah, for this particular shot, you can walk behind me and see what if I'm doing what you want me to do.
It's really interesting that we're, standing in the armory where, Jini came to hear rock and roll for the first time, and she was not much older than me, and she was in this environment that you would not expect.
So can I see you looking at Karen?
Yeah, just look at me so he can set up.
I think the wonderful thing about the documentary and why I'm excited about it is that it's bringing Jini's work to a broader audience and showing just how important the music scene in the Northwest was back in the 60s as it was much later on with grunge.
Do we have a slate? Buck, can you tell me about the first time you played the... Can you tell me about the first time you played the Armory with the Wailers and what it's like to be back here right now?
Well, it was back in the 60s, early 60s, 1961. We used to put up our own posters. Sometimes we worked for a promoter, but promoters were few and far between, so a lot of times we would put up our own posters, start our own dances. And this is one of the halls that was available at the time.
There's all this history, and it was fascinating, these girls, young teens, came from, hanging out at the Tacoma Public Library to see what we were doing. And Buck Ormsby was telling them these stories, and they were completely fascinated, and they're interested in the music, the woman, the photography, and how it all goes together. And they're discovering something about their heritage that, they never really knew.
We can look back through our archives with the Richards collection and see these stayed, posed, dead photographs, emotionally dead photographs of all these artists. And you turn around and look at Jini's photographs and you want to be with these people. They're dynamic, they're wonderful, and you get a sense of the kind of music that they're creating. She caught their magic.
Tight from this side, and you want to get them wide. You see that? Camera is speeding. Is the audio going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Talk to me a little bit about Louis. His idea was how it all sort of came about.
Yeah, Louis was, when I first heard it was the original recording by Richard Berry.
That's it. Okay, so... And here we are today, projecting onto the wall.
Are you guys rolling?
Yeah, we're on.
So, trying to make the audience feel what was going on here and what it was all about and what Jini saw and what Jini was feeling. And she saw the interconnection between the music, the guys. She saw them as people. She saw what they were about, and it was completely natural. And it's all this stuff going on. And I think it's really great that we've been able, I hope, we've been able to show that.